All right, guys, next skill we're going to talk about is our scoot. This is a really awesome skill. It's easy to learn. It's fun to do. You can do it off of an obstacle. You can do it on the floor. You can use it to set up for a corkscrew. You could do a cartwheel out of it. We're going to look at a couple ideas. First and foremost, we're going to start in a kneeling position. So Coach Dallas is going to kneel down here. And now you're going to notice whichever knee is touching the floor, he's going to use the hand on the same side to reinforce the skill. Just like that. So, getting into that a little bit more, again, we're going to start in a kneeling position. We're going to try to make a triangle between our knee, foot, and hand. As we mentioned, use the hand that's on the same side of your knee. If you try to go with the other side, it's going to be very awkward. You're not going to have a lot of room to maneuver there. Don't do it. So, we got that hand on the same side as the knee. From here, we're actually going to start just with kind of a step-through motion. That back foot is going to step through. The other foot's going to come around as we push to stand up. Hand plants, foot comes through, other foot touches down as we stand up, okay? Now, again, that's super simple, but start there so you make sure that you've got the right kind of strength for it. Once you're ready to take it up a level, now we're just gonna start adding some speed. Now what you're gonna see, he's gonna fire that back leg a little bit quicker. Notice he's also on the ball of his foot. No flat feet here, okay? Not tops of the feet, we're going ball of the foot. We need to be able to push, all right? So as he starts initiating, he's gonna fire a little quicker, bringing both legs around. Okay, and eventually, we're just gonna turn this into more of a jump, all right? The hand stays down, your feet are gonna push through, we're gonna swing them around, and as you end, notice that he's facing opposite the direction that he started from, okay? And this is why this is a really popular skill to go into things like, a flash kick, maybe a full twist, a lot of options there. Now, our first examples here were with that knee touching down, but what you're gonna see more of is actually from a standing position, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get more power this way. With that knee down, it'll work, but it might slow you down just a little bit. You can't get the same power out of it. So Coach Dallas is gonna show us one where he doesn't let that knee touch now, but everything else stays the same. So he's gonna start reaching that hand, pushes with the back, brings them around. You'll notice his legs come in a big trailing motion. We wanna start spreading our body out a little bit more so we have more options when we finish. Just like that. Now, this is also important because if you're going for something harder, maybe like a scoot double cork or something fancier, you're gonna need a little bit more power. A lot of people like adding steps onto their scoot. So, Coach Al, show us a 2-step scoot. Boom. Just like that, okay? So you can already see he's getting a lot more momentum just from those steps, and that standing position allows us to transfer our momentum without any pauses, all right? Setting that knee down, it slows it down just enough where you're gonna lose out on a little bit of that power. Let's see one more of the scoots with the steps into it from the side. Just like that. Now, some applications for the scoot. Let's start off easy. Let's do a scoot where we're gonna let our leg come through a little bit extra, and then we're gonna do a cartwheel heading the same direction as our initial momentum. Okay, nice and easy. Then when you're ready, let's start getting more advanced. Let's turn it into, let's say, a scoot full on this one. We'll do a scoot to a full twist. All right, so you can see a scoot is actually used a lot like a round off, okay? And the same is true for in round off when you go to stretch it out, cover more distance to get more power. Same thing with scoot. You'll see on these stepping ones when he's going into a skill, he's actually reaching his hand a little bit farther out so that he's got the proper support when his body comes around. Show us one more, so let's do scoot, gainer. And that's our scoot.